Hey, viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist, and I am joined by Phil, not via Skype, but via Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that right, Phil?
Yeah, so it's time for some more. We're going to do some Reddit. Back to a one we've done before,
Yeah.
where we have a look at people's food creations and then do a rating out of
Culinary
10 for what we
creations.
think. We've got some whole new ones. So why don't we first, Andrew, have a look at this person's croque madame?
Croque madame. That is delicious looking, isn't it?
Oh, that is
Oh,
that is. Oh, that's a
yeah.
bit of all right, isn't it?
So, as I understand it, a croque monsieur is a ham and cheese toasty. So I'm assuming a croque madame is basically the same, but with the egg on top. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think it is. It's like a ham and cheese toasty. Yeah, but I think the difference is an egg. But as well as that egg, there seems they've got some seasoning on there as well,
Yeah,
haven't they?
that does look really good. It actually reminds me, last time I went to Bruges, over to Belgium with family, to go and visit like Commonwealth War graves and stuff like that. We, obviously we went down to Ypres, and I remember actually having a croque monsieur in a cafe. I think it was called Cafe Cyper, something like that, on sort of the main square in Ypres, and delicious croque monsieur. It was lovely, and I imagine croque madame is equally just as tasty.
Well, it's essentially you can't be a good cheese and ham work really well together, and when it's in toasty, when it melts together,
Yes.
it's really bloody good. Especially when you get like really crispy bread.
Why does cheese go so well with a lot of things like ham, tuna, like a tuna melt? That's always tasty as well.
It does, doesn't it? Cheese does go with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Even it even goes with because some people at Christmas have it with their Christmas cake, don't they?
Oh, do
As
they?
well.
That's interesting.
Yeah, cheese and chocolate. That's the thing. Cheese and wine.
Yeah, cheese and wine. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Well, let's think about rating out of 10 then, shall we? I mean, if I'd probably give this a nice solid 9, I would, because it's very, very tasty looking.
I've just noticed. Is that on the left coming out there? That looks a bit like red onion. Is that red onion?
Possibly. Is it red onion or is it just like the edges of the ham? Maybe. I'm not
Could be
sure.
the edges of the ham. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't
But I
quite know.
thought.
Yeah, I'd give it a solid 9. I just want to know what sort of seasoning has been used. That's all.
At the top, yeah, that makes sense. It looks like a nice little yolk going on there. I like
Yeah.
the yolk, but I'm going to go with an 8.7.
8.7 from Phil. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good score. I think we're both in that same region there, aren't we? Lovely, indeed. Right, so over to you for the next one then, Phil.
So, well, I mean, since it's we can both say because I did say the first one, but it doesn't
Oh
matter.
yeah, you
But
did, didn't you? Sorry. Yeah.
yeah, but
Sorry, I'll say it then. Loaded potato soup with peppered bacon dippers and homemade parmesan sourdough croutons, which sounds delicious.
it's orgasmic. Is what it
Oh,
is.
is that what it is, Phil? You know,
Oh,
carpentry
I thought they
yourself?
were. I thought the bacon pieces were hovering then.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like dipped in. It does look good though, doesn't it?
Oh, is that so? It's potato. Ah, it's potato soup. That's just
Yeah.
quite. It's quite nice. I can see the croutons there. They always are good. Croutons, I find, are always good with a soup or a salad.
Yeah,
They
they
really
are.
are.
Indeed. I sometimes used to get croutons from the supermarket and actually do them with like pasta dishes as well. Especially
Yeah,
pasta
I suppose
dishes
they
with
can
nice
work.
sort of thick sauces, stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of works sometimes.
That bacon looks bloody crispy.
It does, doesn't
I've
it?
got
Yeah.
to say, that one, and the nice creamy soup with the
Yeah.
croutons on top. So, yeah. What does it say? Perfect for a rainy night. Ah, yes, yes.
Yeah. What would I give this out of 10? Thinking possibly, yeah, maybe I'll just, be predictable. I'll just go for a nice, good, solid 9 again. Looks very
You're going for a
tasty.
9. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
looks good to me. I'm going to 9.2.
9.2? Yeah, yeah. Sounds good to me. That do there, Phil. Alright, let's get on to the next one. Yeah,
What have we got next? A spot promoted. That's we always love one of those.
yeah.
So someone's best looking burgers I've ever encountered. Subjective.
Oh, okay.
Now then, the way he stated that,
Yeah.
either he's extremely not modest, or this is coming from a restaurant.
Yeah, it looks like a restaurant by the looks of it. Just judging by the fact there's like stools and things in the background.
Oh yes, yes, I saw that up there. Yeah. Oh, they do look juicy though. I like
They do.
the beef there with the salad rocket there, and I think there's a big tomato in that.
Yeah, big tomatoes, like layers of cheese. Looks really, really good. Yeah, I mean the salad leaves I wouldn't necessarily go quite so thick if it was my own burger, but yeah, I mean, on that basis, I'd probably give it like a 9.4, something like that.
I'm assuming the paper is there basically to stop it from stop the too much grease
Yeah,
running through.
probably. Wonder if it's like the sort of paper where you could just sort of like hold it, use it to hold your burger.
Oh
possibly.
yes, it probably that as well. I must admit, I'm actually with you on the salad leaves there. They do seem a bit thick.
Yeah.
Because when you bite into that, actually, how are you going to bite into that? Because look, there's two patties.
Yeah.
And I think there's, oh my god, I think there's even bacon in there.
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it, actually? Yeah. I mean, bacon's always good with burgers, you know.
Oh yeah, it really does make a bit. Bacon and cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Now that looks like a proper burger that you get in a restaurant. I like that. I much prefer those to things like
Yeah.
fast food burgers.
Indeed.
Fast food burgers just think are too greasy and fatty and don't. Whereas these look like proper good ones.
Yeah. So, yeah, I imagine like these are sort of those burgers which are like so big that probably what you'd have to do is you'd have to like cut them in half before you eat them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm going with a pure, unadulterated 9.
9, yeah. Lovely. Everyone loves a good burger. There we go. Let's see. Ham and cheese croissant. Phil.
Oh no, don't. Oh no, don't. No, this is unfair. Now, stop it, people.
You love a good croissant, don't you, Phil?
I do like croissant. On their own, they're fantastic, but this looks unreal. Just splitting it open and then putting some ham and cheese in there.
Yeah. It's funny because like croissant, you know, you can eat them sort of plain and they're, you know, quite delicious on their own, but yeah, certain fillings that you use with them just work really, really well and are just delicious.
It's funny. It's funny to think because croissants are sort of a sweet type bread with it. But I know you put that. Obviously, there's some people do chocolate or pan of chocolat
Yeah.
is one.
Pay no chocolate. There you go. Yes.
Pay no chocolate. I think some people maybe put raisins in. I think there's raisins.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Yeah, like raisins or sultanas or something. Yeah.
But I like that. That's a good combination, ham and cheese.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat every single one? Bloody hell, imagine that.
Yeah, it was kind of tempting me now to maybe buy some croissants from somewhere and actually experiment a little bit myself, see if I can recreate something similar to that.
Well, I've told you before, actually, my parents are currently on holiday at the moment in France, so
Yeah.
they're in the best place. Oh, in fact, no, sorry, that is actually a myth. Croissants weren't actually made in France. They were actually made, the pure croissant version was actually made in Austria, the first
Austria?
ones.
Yes. So we shouldn't pronounce it with a French accent then, we should do it with an Austrian accent. Croissant. No, that's French, what am I doing?
You still weren't French
Yeah,
there.
what would an Austrian accent be like? I know they speak German, but apparently the Austrian
Jawohl,
accent...
I will have the croissants. There you go. That's it. But still sounds even a bit Frenchy then.
Yeah. It feels like one of those words that you can't pronounce it without a French accent. Strange, isn't it, that?
I am going to give that I really like the look of that. Solid 9.7.
Yeah, I'm thinking something high as well. I'm going to go 9.8, I think.
Nice, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, there we go. Right.
Right, so anyone else can eat kilos of this stuff? Who else can? So we've got prawns in butter and herbs.
Prawns in butter and herbs, okay.
Oh, you're talking to the perfect person. Who else can eat kilos of this stuff? This person right here.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a big seafood fan, and those prawns look divine.
So it'll be interesting to see our scores here on this, because obviously you absolutely love your seafood, and I can already tell you're probably going to give this a very, very high score.
Yes, they're solid. Although it would be nice to see some other seafood bits there, but that does look nice. But what's the? I've always been thinking the difference between prawns and shrimp. I believe that prawns, especially the king prawns, are bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not really sure of the answer to that myself. So yeah, I was sort of saying, you know, prawns are not my favourite seafood. They're not something I personally would go for, but I can eat them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we can't be friends anymore, so piss off.
All right. Well,
No, I'm
that's the end
joking.
of the recording session. Sorry. Thanks for joining us, then, everybody.
Oh dear, that's quite right. These have been actually looking at these. They've been nicely browned,
Yeah.
as well you can see.
I mean, if they're cooked sort of warm, if they're hot, then yeah, I probably would be interested in them.
Okay then, Andrew. What would be your seafood of choice?
Ooh, what would be my seafood of choice? I mean, I know it's probably predictable, but
Does it begin with
love-
T? Does it begin with T?
No,
Is
it
it T?
doesn't. It
Is it T and ends with A?
Nope, it's not.
No.
Begins with C and ends in I.
Krabapapi.
What? What? What?
Krabapi. Yeah,
Krabapi.
that's the famous seafood. Yeah, that's the one.
Calamari, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's a good shout there. Yeah, calamari. Oh, that's good.
Deep-fried.
Calamari is basically an onion ring, but got squid inside it
Yeah.
instead of onion. Yeah,
Always love that. That's always a nice one.
that's a good shout. God, I haven't had that in ages. Oh, I'll have to have that.
Same here, actually.
My Sainsbury's near me does salt and pepper squid rings,
Oh, sorry.
and
Phil.
I've had
Can't
I've
talk
had
about
them.
this. I can hear an ice cream truck in the background. Gotta go for my ice cream. See you, everybody.
What seafood ice cream? Imagine that. Oh dear.
Ugh, that would be a bit of an interesting.
Well, it could
combination,
work.
wouldn't
You
it?
never know.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
all sorts of different combinations that people try, but
Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised actually if in places like Japan or other East Asian countries they probably have like ice cream with different like dried seaweeds and things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
that's a thing, and it probably works. Yeah. Right. Sorry. Yeah, we're getting digressing a bit there, but on that prawns thing, I'm going to give it probably like a sort of 6.5. Just because prawns are not my kind of thing, but having said that, you know, if it's like hot prawns, you know, with butter and herbs, maybe I'd be interested in trying it. Yeah.
I don't know why we're saying it the American way. H. It's got a H in it. Sorry, so it's herbs.
Herbs.
But yeah, yeah.
Shall
This.
I have that herbs, Phil?
What was that?
That was my American accent. Couldn't you tell?
No,
No. Okay.
that was absolutely dreadful.
Dreadful,
But
wasn't
I'm going for a 9.8.
9.8. Yeah, I told you it'd be a big difference in our scores there. Indeed, indeed. But with that aside, let's go back to some burger stuff here, Phil, with homemade double cheeseburger with bacon. Hell
Ooh, who
yes.
doesn't love a bit of bacon?
Oh, a nice crispy chips as well to go with that. Now that is a proper
Oh, it's a double
cheeseburger.
cheeseburger. Yeah. Oh my God, those chips are really thickly cut.
They are, aren't they? They're nice and delicious by the looks of them. Could just get my mouth hole around those chips and just scoff them down. That's one way of saying I want to eat them, but yeah.
Yes. What is funny is isn't the majority of burgers have that sort of always sesame bun, isn't
Yeah.
it? I know people experiment different ones. I know you can get like brioche buns and things like that, but yeah, the sesame is very popular.
Yeah, I don't know, it just goes really well, doesn't it? With burgers and all that. Brioche buns I find often are quite nice with burgers and things like that. They're always lovely and delicious.
Very, very tasty. Yeah.
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 Oh man, I mean,
Again, look at it. It's cheese again. Why?
is.
Why does cheese do stuff where it goes with everything?
Yeah.
You could probably put cheese with stuff that you wouldn't think normally go, and it would probably do. It'd probably be okay. I still reckon if you grated some cheese over ice cream, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
I genuinely think it would be all right.
Interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, Phil, for my rating out of 10 on this one, I might just go with a solid 10 on that. I can't really see anything with that I disagree with or would change or would add.
It does look like a perfect burger, doesn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
I'm going to go with 9.5.
9.5, yeah. I would say maybe add ketchup, but then again, that's something you can just add on your own. So
Nah, barbecue sauce.
barbecue
Yeah.
sauce, also good. Yeah,
What I have in my fridge, I do actually have burger relish, so that would probably go fantastic with
yeah,
this.
true. A bit of burger relish and all that. All right.
Okie dokie. So a homemade salad, but this person doesn't know what dressing they should use.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, actually, I'm not. You might not need a dressing.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, that all looks pretty interesting on its own. Looks like it's probably quite a mix of flavours there. You got like mushroom bits, bits of like, was that like chicken or something at the bottom there?
Yeah, I think there's chicken
Yeah.
all over the place. I think some at the top there. Looks like
Yeah.
there's beans on the left hand side. That's
Yeah.
avocado there. I can see.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you say, maybe you don't need a dressing on that because it looks just juicy and tasty enough.
What's that in the middle? That white stuff. I thought it was rice at first, but I don't think it is. It seems clumped up. Is
Is that
tofu?
possibly? I was going to say, is that
Maybe
like
it's tofu.
feta cheese or something, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a good shout. Yeah, it does look a bit like feta because feta cheese is very, very white.
Very white and sometimes very sort of like cubey and crumbly.
Yeah. Oh, now that's making me think. You know what I haven't had in a while? Lancashire crumbly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty tasty. The only thing I potentially would remove from that is the avocado, just because I'm not hugely keen on avocado.
When was the last time you tried avocado?
Admittedly, it was years ago, but I don't know.
You see, your taste buds change.
It could,
I didn't used to be a big fan of seafood at all.
Yeah.
So
Maybe I should give it another whirl at some point. But just on that basis, I'm going to give it maybe like maybe an 8, something like that.
actually, I must say I do have a big thing for salad. I love salad. Like my fridge is full of baby corn, celery, tomatoes, cucumber, absolutely full of the stuff. So for me, that's going to be 9.
Yeah. Things like salad, salads can be really, really good if you get it with like lots of really cool ingredients like that. You don't just want like a kind of boring load of bed of lettuce with just a few things strewn on it. Nah, you want.
Oh no, something like this
good.
is fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what a true salad should be like. So for all those, all those people like, oh no, I love fast food. I'll make do with me burgers. Well, no, have a look at this.
Yeah, indeed. Sure, it'll be tasty as hell. Yeah. All right, chicken parm. You taste so good. Ooh.
Oh, nice. Nice, that does look good. I think I spied a little bit of garlic bread. Is that in the back there?
Garlic bread. Yes, indeed.
Garlic bread?
Garlic bread. Yes. I probably actually still have a clip of Peter Kay saying garlic bread on my computer from one time I inserted it in as a meme in one of my videos. Maybe I'll see if I can remember to insert it somewhere around about here.
Garlic bread? Garlic bread? Garlic bread. That's right, Max. Garlic bread.
But yeah.
See if you remember, yeah.
Brian
yeah.
Potter saying garlic bread. Garlic bread.
That does look nice though, doesn't
It
it?
does look good, yeah.
I'm trying to think what exactly is a palm.
Yeah.
Or is it like the Parmo? Because I know that's famous up near Newcastle way.
Well, it looks like obviously chicken, cheese, probably tomato as well there, judging by the colour of it. I mean, yeah, it looks good. I'd love to try that out. Looks delicious. But with the garlic bread as well. Oh.
I think that's garlic bread in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know. For all we know, it could be Cindy Dippers.
Yeah, could be something like that for all we know. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of things actually. I'm just looking at down the right-hand side where it's like chicken parma, chicken parmesan, stuff like that. It looks like it's got.
Oh, it's with parm. Yeah,
spaghetti.
maybe it's parmesan on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like bits of
Okay.
spaghetti noodles as well in there. So
Yeah, bit of spaghetti. Oh, it does look nice though. None of these are making me think of quite a low score. You've gone low somewhere with some of them.
Yeah.
Although you've still gone over half.
Yeah.
But I think for this one, it hasn't wowed me as much as the others. So I'm going to give this a 7.3.
Yeah, I think 7. No, actually, no. I'll go a bit higher than that. Actually, I'll go maybe 8.2, something like that. Because I do think it looks good, indeed. Yeah.
Okie dokie, lovely. What have we got next? So handmade dumplings in a handmade bowl. Oh, it's all handmade.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
So you actually crafted the bowl,
Yeah.
took a bit of pottery, and then you've done the dumplings as well. Wow, fantastic work.
It's a bit of rice. All I want to know is what's inside the dumplings. Is it like vegetables? Is it maybe like a duck or some kind of meat?
You know what they look like? Gyozas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do actually look a bit like gyozas. So they've got like soy sauce obviously at the side. So I wonder if it may be like vegetable then, something like
Yeah,
that.
it could be vegetable inside it, or maybe some sort of form of meat.
Oh god, I could
But,
go for
I do-
gyoza right now. Actually, now that you've mentioned, that's making me hungry.
I know they do look good, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Oof, they're a bit of all right. And the fact that you made the bowl as well, that's
Yeah.
even more impressive.
Indeed.
But the way you've styled those, they look very delicate as well.
Yeah. Just look like the sort of things where you bite into them and they just like come away nicely in your mouth. All the taste.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Indeed. Score-wise, I'd be probably looking at something like a 9.4. The only thing I would suggest is give me some more of them, because there's only 4.
fresh out of the pan, yes. What would I give them? 8.2, I would
8.2.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, they look definitely very good. Right, so this person, Phil, was craving a sandwich. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, pepperoni, turkey, salami, grinder salad, tomato, pickle, and mustard on ciabatta bread. Really hit the spot. I imagine it
Oh,
did.
it looks a bit like a panini.
Yeah.
Very panini-like, which, you know me, I've got big things for paninis, sub-rolls, baguettes, and that looks pro.
That
I
looks
love
right up your alley. Yeah.
yeah, ciabatta bread is very crispy as well.
Yeah, that does look pretty good. Yeah, and I think like ciabatta, yeah, you can eat it obviously as it is, or you can like heat it up as well if you wanted to toast it a
You
bit.
certainly can. You certainly can. Wow, you've really pushed that. That's the meat feast sandwich. That
Yeah.
one. You got 3 types of meat in there.
Indeed, yeah. God, yeah, I could go for something like that right now. But I must say though, like 2 of them, I feel like I'd be stuffed, absolutely stuffed.
Yeah, I
after
mean,
2
I
of
think
those.
you only have to do with one.
Yeah.
But I see you looking after your health there in the background. Got the Coke Zero. Yeah,
That'll
0
surely
sugar.
balance it out. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I would probably give it a nice high score. This one, maybe something like a 8.8, something like that.
Oh, I tell you what, I think I think this is going to be my 10.
Is
I
that your
think.
10?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing that one.
That's your 10 from Phil. That's lovely. Yeah, that's a good one. Very tasty looking. Indeed.
Oh, sweet goodness, lovely. So, my husband and I are learning to make sushi, and this was 8 of our rolls. Any tips or suggestions so far? Oh, that is an
Good.
amalgamation of different sushis.
A lot of
So,
sushis, yeah.
the bottom right roll was the first try, okay, and then this one had too much richie.
This one had too much rice, I see. So, like, you got your sort of traditional kind of, I guess you call it like California rolls there, where it's the rice around sort of the little sort of inner filling with the seaweed then wrapped around it.
You got some up there with, I assume, sashimi
Yeah.
as well, and I think the what's the famous rolls that are sort of like a little house, nigiri, I think they're called, or something. Yeah,
Yeah, is it like, oh, no, not onigiri. Or is it onigiri?
it could be something like that, nagiri or onigiri.
Yeah, something like that. Indeed. All I know those ones for, though, is that, have you seen that Pokemon meme, where
Oh yeah, yeah. I think everyone's
Yeah.
seen that Pokemon meme. Yeah, because it wasn't translated well.
these donuts are great. Jellyfield are my favourite.
Yeah, they're not donuts, Brock.
Yeah, they're not. It's onigiri or whatever it's called. Indeed.
That is certainly a platter of sushi, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I imagine that's like a platter for 2 or 3, that. Well, 2, obviously, husband and I guess. Yeah, imagine you can have a nice feast between the 2 of you with all of that.
Now, this is a funny thing about me. Considering I'm a big seafood fan, I've never actually had sushi in a long time. The last time I had sushi was well before I had my seafood phase, and I wasn't really fond of it.
Yeah.
But I need to go back and have it.
Try it again, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to have authentic one. I know that obviously
Yeah.
supermarkets do their own thing, but yeah, you need, and they're probably not authentic unless in the warehouse they're crafted and rolled up by all Japanese
Somebody who
workers.
actually,
Yeah,
Somebody who actually has learned how to do proper,
the cuisine. Yeah.
yeah, authentic Japanese style sushi and all that. Oh, get some soy sauce on that and it'll taste delicious, I say. I mean, thing is, I
That's
do
a good
love,
suggestion, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably get some soy sauce on it. That'll give it that extra kick.
I mean, I do love a good California roll and all that, so I would say probably, if I had to score it, maybe like a 9.3, something like that, 9.3. That's what I'd go. Get some soy sauce on there.
That's a good shout, that one. I'm going to go with a 9.4.
9.3, 9.4. Yeah, there we are. Lovely. And on to the next one. Classic lasagna from scratch.
Oh, now that, oh.
Oh,
Funny thing is, I used to not be that keen on lasagna. I used to back in, I used to not be very keen on it, and then I hadn't had it in a while, and I went over to my parents' house for my sister's birthday, and my sister wanted lasagna, so I thought, right, I haven't had it in a while, so let's have a whirl, and I've come to really like it now.
Indeed,
From the
yeah.
fact that I used to not be too keen on it, I really like it.
Yeah, it's one of those things which I remember as a kid. We would often have it on Sundays, and so sometimes I get a bit bored of it. But as an adult, I really do like a good lasagna. It is very nice.
Good, isn't it? I love that. Oh, that top
Yeah.
of it, and it's got a lot of layers.
Well, let
Very
me
crispy
ask
there.
you a question here, Phil. A very important question. If you have 2 lasagnas and you put one lasagna on top of the other lasagna, is that still 2 lasagnas, or is that now one big lasagna?
This is a joke that you did with your sister, and
Oh,
this is one
yes.
that we've done in Say You're Being Hunted.
Oh, have we
yeah.
already done it? Bollocks.
Yeah.
Well, I completely forgot. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's one of the ones I've watched recently where we're talking about funny. I think it's funny jokes that we knew in one of the episodes, and I remember you saying that you always used to do that with your sister.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
You see, you can't get anything past my memory.
No.
My memory is solid.
Yeah, his memory's solid. You know, he's always using his thunker for thinking and all that.
That's it, me thunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks a cracking slice of lasagna there. I do like that. Oh, that's for me. That's an 8.
An 8 for you. I think I'll go 8.5. Because yeah, it's a nice wholesome pasta, wholesome Italian and all that.
Yes, it's always the lasagna has long sheets, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they've got the special white sauce, as it's called,
Yes.
for it.
Indeed. Yeah. Right.
What we got now? Oh, we got another cheeseburger. This one's homemade, and it's got some onion rings.
Oh, lovely. Ooh, I got
Oh.
red onion.
Yeah, red onion. So we've got red onion and onion rings.
Yeah.
Oh, they look good. Yeah.
They do look good. Yeah. Nice and crispy and fluffy. Very delicious.
I think I will say your bun is a little bit small. The beef patty is sort of leaning quite far over.
Either it's a very small bun or it's just a very big patty that's spilling out at the sides.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the obligatory cheese.
Yeah.
How we see it.
Yeah, I think I like it. I would just suggest maybe, I don't know, maybe just doing a bit more cheese on it and maybe just not getting rid of all the red onion, but maybe just getting rid of some of it, because I find red onion can be quite sort of, not overpowering, but obviously it has a very sort of strong taste, especially if you have lots of it.
It does, yeah. But if you get the one, you can get pickled red onion.
Yeah.
And that one's really good. It looks like those onion rings, the ones in the back, seem a little bit bigger as
Yeah,
well.
Indeed. Yeah, so just based on all the things I've said, I probably would go with a nice sort of 8.6, I think, on that one.
I do like this. I'm going to go with a 7.9.
7.9, yeah. Could just do maybe with a few fries as well on the side.
Oh, yes, where are the chips? I haven't noticed that one.
Yeah. Next one. Beef intrigue, gnocchi and filet mignon on pan-fried sourdough. Ooh,
Right,
that's
okay. Oh,
fancy.
nice.
Yeah. God, I've not had gnocchi in a while, actually. Very delicious.
Gnocchi. Yeah, gnocchi. I
Yeah.
don't know how it's pronounced, but again, it's the good old Italian pasta.
Yeah.
Always there for you. Yeah, I haven't had it in. God, I think the last time I had that was when I was still living with our parents.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to try that. Looks nice and
Oh, look, there's a
tasty.
little pot of red onion, I think, as well there.
Yeah. Bit of pot of red onion if you wanted some extra taste.
What is funny is it's called red onion, but it's not red.
No, it's more
It's
pinkish.
red onion's actually purple. Yeah, purpley
Yeah.
pink. But there you go. But yeah, I love the way that the way the beef's been done there. It's like sliced and done. The presentation of this would be like a chef's kiss to the people on MasterChef.
Indeed, yes. John Turode, or whatever he's called, would love it, probably. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, probably I would give that maybe an 8.9, I think.
Yeah, that's a solid score. That is. I'm going to go for 9.1.
Yeah, it's very good looking. Definitely want to try it. All right, over to you, Phil.
Okay. So I think this is our first dessert one.
Yeah.
We haven't had a dessert one yet. So it's a white peach cake from a dessert shop. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, looks pretty nice, doesn't it?
Oh, a peach cake. Now that's something I've never tried. I do like peaches, but I've never tried it in a cake.
Indeed, yeah. So yeah, so the main flavour is peach. I'm just wondering, like the sort of like the red bits in the middle, would they be like?
I wonder if that's the peach. No, it's like
Oh.
maybe a peach jam, like a peach jam, and then the top is that going to be white chocolate or is it just frosting?
Yeah. If it's white chocolate, oh, I would love that. Yeah.
And then it looks like there's little like Oreo biscuits coming out the top of those, like what seems to be snowballs.
Yeah. Just trying to think, what are those? Are they like chocolate buttons or something different?
There might be. Oh no, yeah, I was about to say it looked a little bit thicker than chocolate buttons, but no.
I mean, it does look good. So yeah, I mean, oh god, speaking of MasterChef, this is where Greg Wallace would be salivating over it and all that.
Oh, definitely. That does look. It looks like the way it's done looks like a cake that you'd see on emoji or in a cartoon. It's so sort of like perfectly defined.
Indeed. I'd probably give this maybe like an 8.5, just because I'd want to sort of know, what certain ingredients are. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. I'd love to take a bite out of that one.
It's quite a big slice, isn't it?
It is.
What to give it? 8.5. Yeah.
8.5? Yeah.
I'm going to go with that.
It's a good one. Lovely. Right, so...
Should we do two more?
Yeah.
We'll do two more. So,
let's
what's the
start
next one,
off.
Andrew?
The best lobster roll that this person's ever had. I know NE folks, whatever. Portland, right? Okay, so it's somewhere in America. We'll cling to their favourite joint, and there are many of them. I'm going to say the Lobster Roll truck outside of Allagash Brewery near Portland takes the cake for me. It was spectacular, perfect texture, still a little ocean brine salty, perfectly toasted roll, not over chefed. Chef's kiss.
I think Emmy will be northeast.
Yeah,
and
northeast.
Portland is in. I thought that was in Maryland, but I don't know if Emmy's the state. But anyway, stop tempting me with this seafood stuff.
Yeah, Phil, you could probably go for that right now, couldn't you? It's even got like the little crisps under it.
Oh, I know, the lobster roll. Look at that. Oh, I haven't had lobster. The last time I had lobster, we had like a seafood thing, but it was in its shell. Oh god, it's a rigmarole on it.
Yeah. God, I don't think I've ever actually had lobster before. I don't think I've ever tried
Tasty, bloody tasty.
Yeah.
It does taste similar to crab,
Yeah.
but it's got its own sort of nuances as well.
Yes.
But yeah, that looks yummy, and on a bed of crisps as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with a 7.9. That's purely because obviously I've never tried lobster before, so I don't quite know how it tastes, but it does
Yeah.
look tasty on there. Yeah.
It is tasty. It's not one of my favourite seafoods. I mean, I think I like prawns and mussels and things a bit more. So I'm going to go with a solid, full-on 8.
8. Yeah. There we go. And final one then, O from you.
Okay. Apple pie with some raspberries. There's I forgot the P there, but it's made with love.
As you can tell by the fact it's in a heart shape. There you go. Now that is like some
look
friggin-
at that.
Yeah, that's like some Great British Bake Off level of presentation. That is.
I know, that is fantastic. That is really nice. Oh, a good apple pie.
That OP has got some real skills there. If they can make that, because it's so perfect. Fantastic.
Yeah, your baking skills are really good, I must say, and those look like really fresh raspberries.
I'm just thinking as well, the like sort of blue, like little flower bits. Are they like edible? Kind of. Are they made of something edible? I would assume so.
They sort of have a white edge around them, so I wonder if they've been frozen.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. God, that does look good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, those sort of things I didn't used to like back in the day. Apple pies, like apple crumble and all that, and raspberry crumble and things like that. Wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan.
You weren't
I
a
wasn't a
fan.
fan. I wasn't a fan of it. But nowadays I've come to like it more.
Yeah, I'd say apple pie is not my kind of go-to dessert, but with the right ingredients, you get some like ice cream on it as well and things like that, and it can be just really wholesome and tasty. So on that basis, because of this presentation as well, I would give this a nice high score, something like maybe like a 9.1, something like that.
Oh, that's quite high. Yeah, I'm going to go with an 8.9.
Yeah.
That's a perfect one to end it on because don't we just love our viewers?
We love our viewers, don't we, Phil? We love them
Yes,
so
that's
much that we're going to say right now that if you don't leave a like on this video, then we are going to withdraw our love and you will live forever alone and isolated and lonely.
And we won't make this cake for you.
Yeah, we won't make
Exactly.
it for you. Not that we're promising that we would make it for you. We're just saying maybe, in a million years or something.
Yeah,
And if
well,
that doesn't
yeah,
persuade
that'd be
you,
really
then we go.
difficult.
Yes, indeed.
No worries. All
Can't
right. Then.
guarantee it'll come out entirely looking like that. In fact, it'll probably come out looking more like a doughy mess with a few raspberries strewn in it. But
A big old splodge.
yeah,
There we
that's
go.
a perfect impersonation of a splodge, Phil. Thank you for that.
Well, that was a raspberry. I was blowing a raspberry then, and
blowing a
that's
raspberry,
that,
were you?
that is how pertinent to what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So thanks for joining me, Phil.
An apple pie with some raspberries on the side, made with love. To all you viewers and vieweresses out there, enjoy this apple pie that unfortunately you can't eat, but we have given you the image of it, so maybe you want to go and make it yourself.
Yes, be thankful for the image, ladies and gentlemen. Facebook and Twitter links are down below, along with the links to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. And if you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated. Other than that, the two of us signing off now, isn't it, Phil?
Goodbye, everyone. See you later.
So, maybe it's not huge, but it might be enough for a decent length episode. We'll see. Right. I do love that there's been an attempt to take the level 5 aesthetic and try for something unique looking with the orange background, but bastards. There we go. Right, go down. Oh, so many coins. I'm sure I'm going to get another life at some point here. Gotcha. I see you 3 over there. Colosso tough even. You can take out 3 enemies at once. Right. There we go, there's the extra life. If I can do it up there, perch like an asshole. Right. Missed. Okay, hold on, we can do that again. Oh, I can't even use the ladder. It's just out of reach.